So, so interesting. We try to do so many things to ease our anxiety and ease our stress and different things, but it all comes down to simplicity. And I found that this breathing technique right here has shifted so much for me in just a couple weeks. Now, I will say it's a pain in the ass. It's very uncomfortable. But if you do this, you will start seeing the effects slowly but surely. You're going to start feeling a a sense of okayness right here, and it's almost like a tingly feeling. It's a feeling of all is well, even if things seemingly on the outside are not, because you are priming and you are telling your nervous system that you're okay. See, this is one thing that we need to understand, and this is something that's taken me a while to understand. See, the body to the mind, what is the body to the mind? It's simply a relationship. The mind doesn't say this is the hand, right? This is just a relationship between right here, right? The air that I feel, that relationship, that change in stimulus is translated as a sensation into the mind. So, to the mind, the hand does not exist if there is no change in stimulus. The hand only exists until I pick something up with it and I can control. There's a change in stimulus, right? And that's the same thing with your nervous system. See, your nervous system is looking on the outside world, telling it how to feel. And if your life is chaotic, stressful, right, then what changes within the body? See, it's not actually the reality. See, everything that we're perceiving on the outside world is just perception. It's really how we interface with it within our body, the sensations that we have within us. So if we can always make our body feel good, then by default, no matter what is going on in the outside world, your body feels safe. It's very weird. And I'm in this place right now where things seem chaotic, uncertain. But this breathing technique, as I've been doing it, I'm like, deep down, there's a sense of peace, a sense of all being well and okay. It's very weird because it's like I shouldn't feel okay sometimes, but I feel okay. And it's due to this technique. So this is the technique. And I'm gonna preface it as boring. It's simple. And you're not gonna want to do it, probably. And if you're one of those people that just want a quick fix, like you just want to go and take an ibuprofen to get rid of your headache, then this is probably not for you, right? This is for the people that want long-term results, long-term understanding of how to change their nervous system, because you can actually change the way your nervous system is tuned to. See, the nervous system is there's a setting to your nervous system. We all have an emotional home, and that's your nervous system. So, for me, I feel like many times I shift from different emotional homes. Right now I've been in a more melancholic emotional home. This is what Tony Robbins calls it. Tony Robbins. Many people, like many, are in an anxious emotional home. So if you're in an anxious emotional home, then your breathing, this is where we get to the breathing technique, is more up here, chest breathing. Well, if you're chest breathing, or even worse, mouth breathing, how do you think you're going to feel? So what is actually causing the anxiety? Is it what's out there, or is it the way that your body is interfacing with the outside world? And if you get anxious, then the sensation within the body is breathing, shallow breathing. It's your thoughts keep going. You're stimulating the mind in a way, your nervous system, and it's tuned to that setting. And many times, because we grew up in chaotic environments, my parents would fight young. My nervous system got tuned to a more anxious state. And so I need to shift that to a different paradigm, into a different setting, so that I'm no longer in that anxious state. It's very interesting when you start to tune the nervous system, but your mind still wants to get nervous, but the body feels fine. It's almost like it's a shell of anxiety. It's not, there's no core of it anymore. It's just on the outside. It's very weird, because before you get anxious and you feel it in your body, but I don't feel it in my body as much. It's just in the mind. So, the breathing technique, let's get to it. And I think it's important for everyone to know, for you to know how the breathing technique works, right? And why it works. So, the breathing technique is called heart coherence breathing. And in its most simplest form is you are controlling the inhale and the exhale in equal parts. So you can start with 5 seconds inhale, 5 seconds exhale. And you do that. You can do that for 10 minutes. And you immediately start calming and soothing the nervous system. So that is level 1, right? Do this twice a day or 3 times a day. Do it for 10 minutes, and you will start seeing changes. You really will start seeing changes. Now, recently, I met a breathwork coach here in Austin, and he started telling me heart coherence breathing is the most fundamental type of breathing, right? But there's levels to it. And this is what pro surfers do, like big wave surfers, to control their nervous system, because sometimes they get, deep under a wave and they can't breathe, and this type of breathing helps them calm down whenever the whole chaos of the waves is happening and they're literally stuck underwater for a while. And so they have to practice holding their breath for a long time. But the heart coherence breathing helps you get used to the carbon dioxide, and it's actually not oxygen, but carbon dioxide that stimulates so many happy chemicals in the body. There's a really great book called Breathe by James Nestor, and it talks about that, how having too much oxygen, especially mouth breathing, right, it starts to stimulate too much anxiety. It stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, when in reality we want to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is more of the fight or flight response, which is anxiety, threat, right? And many people are just living like that their whole lives, like everything's a threat. And we have to shift to parasympathetic, which is a state of calm and ease and relaxed. So as you progress in the heart coherence breathing technique, then you start to shift more into 10-second inhale, 10-second exhale. So 10 in, 10 out, always through the nose. Gets a little harder. You can do that for a week. In the morning, do it for 20 minutes. You get used to that, your body attunes to it, you're gonna start feeling some changes already within you, like, whoa, I feel relaxed. especially right after. It's going to be your body's going to be vibrating. And then you switch to 15. Then you go to 20. Now, recently, this week, I finally got to the point where I can do 30-second inhale, 30-second exhale. That is 1 breath per minute. And I tell you, man, when you get to this point, you are going to feel like I did it this morning. I am still feeling this. It's like a tingly kind of like, ooh, like my nervous system got tickled. It's so interesting. I can't, it's hard to describe, but it's a very fluttery kind of feeling. Even though I'm a bit chaotic with, what I want to do with my life still. Feel like such a child that I want to just, run away, become a digital nomad, and just roam the world. This gives me a sense of ease because the way that we interface with life is in this way. And if your nervous system is tuned to be calm, no matter what the situation is, then you become invincible, quite literally, because the body to the mind is simply sensation. That's all it is. So that's how you do it. And what I'll do is I'm going to make a cheat sheet on how to do it. It's going to be a Google Doc below, and you just read through it. I'm using Insight Timer to set the intervals. So you literally just set the intervals to 15 seconds or whatever interval you're breathing to, right? And it'll just boom, 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 right? Wake up and do it. Do it the first thing in the morning, because if you start getting your heart rate up, it actually becomes harder, right? Because your body needs more oxygen. So do it when you're calm, waking up in the morning. It'll prime your nervous system for the whole day. And so I'll put a little cheat sheet down below, kind of explaining this a little bit further and kind of how it works. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, putting out some goodies in there every single day to help you prime and tune your nervous system. Okay? All right. Cheers and love, my friends. And talk to you soon. Later.